everyone, it's Anya here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks, and in the previous video we made this daisy square, and it's a flat daisy square that we made. In this video we are making the 3D daisy square, but I have changed the colors up a bit because I wanted it to be really purple. So I am using vintage, it's buttermilk, Parma Violet, Wisteria and Violet. And so we are going to start with making the middle of our flower. So I am doing a magic circle and I am creating 2 chains to start with, and over my 2 bits of wool here I am going to do 11 double crochets and then a slip stitch, which then will give us 12 V's, and that is what we need. So I will see you when you have your 12 V's, or 11 rather, and then we'll do the slip stitch together. Okay, so I have 11 V's. I'm closing up my circle, skipping those 2 chains that we did in the beginning. I go under the 11th V and I am going to create the 12th one by making a slip stitch. So that is my middle done. What I forgot to say is that I'm using a 3.5 hook, but I always use a 3.5 hook because that's what I need, because my crochet is a little bit looser. You know, the wool prescribes 4, but I tend to go for a 3.5 because that helps me create a better finish. So I'm doing a slip knot with my next color, putting it on my hook like so, and I am going to yarn over and I'm going to insert it in the V just before the knot there, and I am going to do a double crochet like so. Then I am going to do 4 more double crochets into that same stitch. So we are going to create 3D petals. So a double crochet is yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that makes 4 double crochets. So I just need to do the 5th one. Now then you pull up your loop, you pull it higher so you don't lose it. You go back to your first one. This is a little bit funny here because my standing stitch has sort of closed up a little bit, but that's okay. You know that that's your first one. You go back into that loop there, pull it closed, and you pull it through your first one. Then you do a chain and another chain into the next stitch, yarn over, and you're going to insert, and you are going to do 5 double crochets in the same stitch, three, 4, 5. You pull up that loop, you go back to the first one that you did, go back, put the loop back on your hook, pull it closed and pull it through, and 1, 2 chains, and look, you're sort of making, you know, 3D petals into the next. And this is how you're going to continue. So you're going to make petals which consist of 5 double crochets, and then you take out your hook and you pull the loop. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 5. You take out the hook, go into that first double crochet that you've just done for that petal, put the loop back around your hook and pull it through to close it up, 2 chains. And you should do 12 like that. So I will see you at the end of this round. I have now done my last 2 chains after my 12th petal, and I am going to find that sort of first chain here to just do my slip stitch in. There we go, and finish the round. So your flower should look something like this and something like this at the back. Okay, so you'll sort of have like a circle going around there as well. So I'm going to cut off this colour because I now want to use a different one. So this is my sort of purple daisy almost. And now I am going to use wisteria. And I am going to turn this into a square. So insert your hook into your slip knot, yarn over, and we are going to be working in the chain 2 spaces in between the petals, right? So it's very easy really. So I always start in front of where I finished, so yarn over. So my slip knot is on my hook. I've yarned over because we're doing a double crochet, and I am doing my first double crochet and the second one and the third one, and we might as well make a corner here. So 2 chains and another lot of 3 double crochets into that same space. There we go, there's our corner made. And now we are doing 3 double crochets in the next chain 2 space in between the petals, like so, and another one, 3 double crochets in the next space. And now we are making a corner again. So into the next space we are going to do 3 double crochets, 2 chains and 3 double crochets. And I know when my wool comes closer that I have to pull some out. There we go. See? And that's how you're going to continue. So 2 more lots of just 3 double crochets and then a corner, 2 clusters, a corner and 2 clusters. And I'll meet you at the end of the round here. So I have made it to the end of my round, and I am just going to do a slip stitch. You know, that first one here just disappears on me. I use the second V, and then that slip stitch that we create will take over the task of that first V there. So this is my square now. I am going to do another round with the violet colour, so that it is a darker edging around, because I have plans with this 3D daisy square. Now you can obviously make loads of them and make a blanket, because that's what some people do. For example, with this one, you know, we've seen quite a few examples online of a blanket made like this. This one here, obviously it's a 3D version, so you could do that one just as well as this one, but I have made these solid granny squares to go with it, because I am making lavender pillows with these, and I am quite enjoying making them, so that's what I'm going to use these ones for. So we are going to add another round of granny clusters to this square, and then it is time to insert the lavender and create that. But I have got a video on that, so do have a look for that, because I have been enjoying making these lavender pillows, because they're such nice little presents, and to be honest, the best thing about it, my office smells divine. My plan is now, when I finish a blanket, you've always got some wool left over, so I will make 2 little granny squares or a daisy square or whatever, and just insert a a little bit of toy stuffing with lavender essential oil on it, wrapped in like a tissue almost, and I insert that in between my 2 squares, and I am going to give that with the blanket, because, you know, I think it's just a nice addition to your blanket. So okay, I'm talking here, but I'm not telling you what I'm doing. So here we are making granny clusters all along, and when we are meeting a corner, I am making a corner and I am putting granny clusters, so 3 double crochets all along in the spaces of the previous rounds. So here we are, I've finished my 3D granny square with a daisy in the middle. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!